Welcome back. This is day 3 of the conference. Funny story as I'm walking through the garage. So last night when I was coming back to leave for the day, I forgot where I parked my truck. So I'm gonna actually walk down the stairs today, so it's gonna be a little weird trying to film, but I spent, not joking, 15 minutes trying to find my truck last night because I forgot what level I parked on in this parking garage. After feeling like an idiot for 10 or 15 minutes, whatever it was, I found my truck and I was able to get home. Today, I know that I parked on level 3. So, good morning. Alright. So as I'm headed to the exhibit hall today, I want to give a special shout out to all the people that saw the positive aspects of my presentation yesterday. As you know, in my previous video, I was pretty bummed about the execution of that presentation yesterday. It was not my best, that's for sure. You know, I think it's one of those things where you gotta evaluate how you did as someone that is still making a difference. Because if you, like, I think there was probably over 100 people in my presentation yesterday, and if you reach like half of those people, then you've done your job as a presenter. Of course you want to reach everybody, but you know, you can't always do that. I felt, you know, like I said, a little bit bummed about it, but I think it's one of those things where, sorry, drinking coffee real quick. You know what, I should probably cross right now. So, life lesson learned for sure. I think it's just, the more you do it, the better you get at it. Right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take a shortcut to the exhibit hall. I'm actually gonna access it from the street. What I'm doing is, if you guys know where I'm at, there's a really cool like patio bar and grill across the street from the convention center. It's called Moonshine. I'm actually passing by it right now. There's also a really good barbecue place, Ironworks Barbecue. Shout out Ironworks Barbecue. Those guys are amazing. When I came to TCEA last year, I actually tweeted that I was there eating lunch at their restaurant. Shout out to the owner, because they retweeted my tweet. And I was like, oh, who was that, right? Ironworks. If you're ever in the mood for barbecue and you're down at TCEA, do me a favor, check out Ironworks. You won't be disappointed. So I'm about to head into the loading dock area to take a shortcut into the exhibit hall. I just want to end this morning section of the video by thanking everybody that came to my session yesterday. It was truly an honor. You all were the largest crowd that I've ever presented in front of. I honestly, despite all the Wi-Fi issues that we were having, both as an audience and as a presenter, it's tough. It's not always easy to work through that. But again, I just want to say thank you for sticking with me. Thank you so much for learning with me and collaborating. So I'm going to end this section here while I walk to the exhibit hall. I just wanted to do a quick check-in. I haven't been vlogging that much today just because of the fact that I've been at the EdTech teacher booth with Mason. This morning it's been good. He's done 2 sessions. He had 3, but the person that was supposed to come back, they didn't come back. But it's all good. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys an overview of kind of what's been going on. Just kind of talking to people, let them know about what EdTech Teacher does. I'm gonna go ahead and head back in. I just finished lunch right now. So it was just a really quick, like 30-minute lunch. Quick shout out to Concordia because I received we'll call it a grant for the fall and spring semester. So those of you that don't know, I'm actually a doctoral student at Concordia University, Texas, in Austin, Texas. So I was happy about that. I just had to fill out like a couple of forms, but I got the email this morning, so I'm really excited about that. And those of you that go to grad or that are in grad school, you know that it can be really expensive. Any little money that you get back always helps. So I'll try to check in a little bit. I may try to walk through the exhibit hall as I'm vlogging, so that way you guys can kind of just see what's going on. So I might do that right now, actually. Okay, so I'm back in the exhibit hall. I don't know how this audio is gonna be because there's a lot of people here. I'm basically starting off in the 200s and working my way down all the way to, I can't remember what the last row is. I think it's like 2800 or something like that. If the volume cuts out, I'm sorry, but there's a lot of people here. The cool thing about this experience is that you do get to see a lot of the big time vendors that are here, and it's one of those things where they pay a lot of money to be here and you get free stuff. Stickers, pens, t-shirts, whatever. A lot of times, and this is, I try to do a quick tip of the day. Tip of the day is at the very end of the exhibit hall experience. So in other words, like when they're on the last day, like try to come when the exhibit hall shuts down, because a lot of these vendors and a lot of these companies, they don't want to take back their stuff. So what they do is they just start giving stuff away. Come on the last day when everybody's trying to wrap everything up and get out of the exhibit hall, and you never know what you can get. I think it's really cool. You can see a bunch of people behind me, around me, all that other good stuff. I want you guys to kind of see like what the experience is. Those of you that can't come to TCEA, if you ever have the opportunity to, if you're somehow able to get the funds to come to this conference, I highly recommend it. It's one of the most well-attended conferences. I'm about to cut through, where am I at? By Gumdrop, really cool iPad cases. I'm headed back to the booth now. Mason's talking to somebody. We'll see how it goes. These are our neighbors, just that way you guys can see. So we have Formative Loop here. We have Wonderopolis there. All right, so I'm gonna cut off the video right now. But again, kind of just wanted to give you guys the exhibit hall experience, just so that way you can kind of see what goes on. Thank you again for watching this. Whoever is gonna watch this, come back to you a little bit later for the day's wrap up. Okay, so thanks. Alright, so I'm headed back to the truck after day, what are we, 3? Quick little recap. Today was a great day. Today was a chance for us to meet some really cool people. Honestly, like, if you're ever in this situation to where you have to either, I don't want to say sell a product, but really talk about a company, and it helps to have like a set sort of like sentences or things like that that you can kind of rely on. I think it's really important that when you are speaking with someone that you really pay attention to their body language. You ask, I'll say it like this: the person that you're talking to needs to talk more than you do. The reason why is because you're trying to make them feel comfortable with you as a person, so that way you can, I don't know, it's weird, you're kind of like trying to play like a little psychological game on them, so to speak. So any of you that have ever been in sales or marketing, you guys know what I'm talking about, that you have to make the client feel that they are important, to be honest with you, and that what they have to say does have value. And once you get them to kind of buy into that, then you can slowly talk about, your product and why you feel whatever it is that you do can benefit them. So it was interesting how a lot of these conversations kind of evolved just by me asking them, like, well, what do you do? Like, where do you live? Who do you work for? Try not to get too personal, but at the same time still show interest. So I find value in that. I think it's really important to be able to get to know the person that you're talking to. I'm gonna stop here for a second just so that way I can finish the vlog for today. But it was great. Like I said, my jaw kind of hurts because I'm not used to speaking for a really long time. But we were in there from 9 o'clock this morning until it's a little bit after 5. So I'm gonna end the vlog here, but I just wanna say thank you again to Mason for this opportunity to be able to kind of connect and meet with different educators from really all over the US. So it was very cool. Day 4, tomorrow, we'll see how it goes. We get to do it all over again. All right, take care.